Hi, I'm Dorinda. Welcome to my channel, PrimordialDor Tarot. I'm here to celebrate my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, November the 7th. That was yesterday, my first year on YouTube. So I want to thank all my viewers, all my subscribers, everybody watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to the next year. I have a whole lot to learn, but I'm learning, and we got a lot of things we want to do with this channel, so that's awesome. So I'm going to do a Leo reading, Celtic Cross, for November 8th to 11th for Leo. Okay? 8th to 11th. At this time, I'd appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Costs you nothing to subscribe, and it helps me build this channel, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Okay, we'll cut the deck. Calling upon the universe. Can I have some messages, please, for Leo? What does Leo need to hear today? What does Leo need to hear today? Oh, we got some flipped here. Okay. All right, Leo, bottom of the deck's the overall. Bottom of the deck, Major Arcana, we got the Lust card. All right, Leo, you got passions and desires you want fulfilled. You know, you want to be passionate about your life. You want to be passionate about what you get up and do every day, you know, as your day-to-day things. You know, you want to be invested in it. You want it to be something that makes you feel good and gets your passions and desires fulfilled, Leo, because it's hot and fiery, and that's good. That's awesome. All right, Leo, present situation. We have Major Arcana. We have the Hierophant card. All right, so this is getting transmissions from above, messages from the universe. This is about knowledge, discipline, study, focus. All right, you're a focused individual. Maybe you're taking courses, trying to better yourself, you know, at your job or whatever. But life's always a constant learning situation. You should never shut your mind off to learning new things. And this is about studying and studying and being focused. And, you know, you don't want people pulling you off your path or distracting you, okay? Because, you know, you're passionate about what you do. You're passionate and you're serious, you know? And you don't want people taking that away from you. So, you know, don't let them pull you off your path, Leo. Not that you would anyway. All right. You're a focused individual, and you're keeping your nose to the grindstone and doing what you got to do for your life to make your life better. All right, Leo, your challenge is Mercury and Virgo, 10 of disc wealth. Okay, not much of a challenge, really. All right, Leo, the 10 card indicates that some timeline, something in your life's coming to an end. It's over. Also indicates some wealth coming into your life. It will be no more, no less, exactly what you need, Leo, for your next step. Okay, Leo, your below position is Jupiter and Pisces, 9 of Cups, happiness. All right, Leo, this is the happiness card, lucky number 9, 369. Cups lined up, the water's flowing. This is bliss, contentment, being at peace, being happy. All right, so you got it going on there, Leo. You got the passions and desires, you know, and you're happy. You got a bit of wealth coming in, and you're focused. You're focused on what you want to do, all right? And that makes you happy. That makes you happy, doing your thing, okay? And you don't want anybody pulling you off your path. All right, Leo. I love that card. That's beautiful. Past position, Jupiter and Gemini, 8 of Swords, interference. Okay, so in the past, there was setbacks, delays, you know, things held up, or it could have been yourself holding yourself back. You could have been in self-imposed setbacks. You know, maybe you needed more time to figure out what you want to do. All right, Leo? But it's over now. That's in the past. Could be yesterday or last week. And you move forward now. Released yourself, or the setbacks just faded away. You're happy, so, you know, what do you care? All right, it's over now. All right, Leo. Okay. Your future position is the magnificent Prince of Wands. He's hot and fiery. He comes riding in. He's looking for his princess. He's looking for a place to build his new establishment, something he wants to build. He's coming in fast, and he's got accomplishments he wants to conquer. He wants to build something. He wants to do something, okay? And he will not be denied either. This guy's determined and decisive, okay? So you've got some energy. There's something you want to build. There's something you want to do. So at least you're getting a bit of money here. You'll be able to do it. You're studying hard. You're working hard. Learning something new. All right? But you're happy, right? You got this beautiful happy card. So you're coming from a great place. So no matter what you're doing, it's going to work out. All right? So there you are. Going after that new thing. Near future position, we have Major Arcana. We have the Adjustment card. So that's the universe coming in to help you. It's this Magician's Sword and the Scales of Libra to balance things out for you in your life. All right, Leo. You know, maybe you work too hard. You got to back off the work a bit. Or maybe you're not working enough. You got to work a little harder. And, you know, this is a card that if you're in a legal situation that, you know, maybe a conclusion's coming soon. There'll be a swift conclusion of that situation, and it'll balance out, and it'll work out in your favor. All right, Leo. In your mind, what are you thinking? Knight of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, he rules communication and speaking, and he comes in fast, and, you know, he's very serious, and he sees the truth, and he calls it like it is. And, you know, this is internal, what's in your mind. So you've got a good outlook on life, right? You see things for what they are, and you call them out. You see the truth, okay? And, you know, you're not jumbled up by other emotional thoughts when you make decisions. You make them correctly, fairly. All right, Leo. In your environment, Leo, we have the Princess of Wands. And she's beautiful and charming, charismatic, and she's creating her new reality with her wand. And this is a light, carefree energy. So there's a Princess of Wands somewhere out there in your environment looking for you, Leo. And she's fun. She's the life of the party, right? Dancing, cracking jokes, and everybody wants to be around her. She's magnetic, and she just draws them to her. And now you have the Prince of Wands and the Princess of Wands here, that hot, fiery young couple. They have new ideas. This prince wants to do everything completely different than's been done before. New, innovative ideas, both of them. And they like to have fun, and they're carefree, but they're determined to do it their way. A lovely young couple. Look at that. That's awesome. So there's a bit of love for you there, Leo, and you've got happiness. All right, and you get your passions and desires fulfilled. Look how those cards go together. All right, Leo, look at that. A beautiful couple, a lot of passion, and a lot of happiness. Wow, this is great. What a beautiful reading. All right, Leo, that's awesome. The prince finds his princess. Okay, Leo, in your hopes and fears, you have Saturn in Leo, Five of Wands strife. All right, so there's some things worrying you. There's a little strife out there as well. Maybe some people don't like that relationship. Maybe. There's some people talking. This is, you know, the peanut gallery. You're doing too good, Leo. You're happy. You got this couple, bit of money coming in. And, you know, they can't pull you off your path. You just keep staying true to yourself, and that bothers them. They're talking. You're doing so great. Right? They'd like to distract you from your work, but not happening. Leo's steadfast, and they know what they're doing. So this is just some people talking. Don't worry about it. They're jealous. You're doing too good, right? They don't like it. The final card in the outcome of this reading, Leo, is Major Arcana. We have the Fool card. All right, so this is 0, starting a whole new cycle now. Okay, you're starting all over again. This beautiful couple. And you're happy, and this is awesome. So this is where you're creating your new reality, right? It goes into the Magus, number 1 and onward. So this is the in-between time. You're in the in-between time, Leo. And you're deciding what you want in your life. And, you know, you create it by your vibration, which energetic pathway you want to go down, what you want to create. It's all new. He's dressed in green, indicating the new growth, holding a pine cone, indicating the new growth. He has a wand in his hand too, creating his new reality. And then all the creation here coalesces right here. And he's deciding what he wants in this new cycle of life. All right, Leo, this is a beautiful reading, a whole new cycle. That's a great reading, Leo. I like to conclude with one animal spirit card. What does Leo need to hear from the animal spirit world? What does Leo need to hear? Okay. Snake spirit, time to heal. All right, Leo, we're going to read that. 55. Haven't had that one lately. No matter how much you may have lost or how you've been disappointed, you're called by Snake Spirit to shed the past and practice radical self-acceptance now. Only by forgiving yourself can you move on, regardless of whether anyone else is ready for healing. When your tender new skin first becomes exposed, you may feel uncomfortable. Love yourself and remain vulnerable anyway. You have been weak, but now you are becoming strong and developing wisdom, and you will do better in the future. Snake Spirit reminds you that hearts can be so easily wounded. Apologies and amends go a long way. Self-forgiveness for your role in what happened can help you heal. Remember, it is the one who has been wounded who often has the greatest power to help others heal. All right, that's awesome. Don't get that one very much, Leo. Time to heal. Wow, and be vulnerable with your soft skin, that new skin. All right, Leo, that's a special message for you. All right, that was awesome, Leo. I enjoyed that. I hope you did, and I'll catch you next time.